All right.
Good afternoon, evening, whenever you're listening to this, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with Cameron Bruce Childs and Russell White as we embark on Mike and Cam's early masterpiece theater.
Yes.
This is our early work.
This is the masteriest piece I've got.
This is going to be a new segment where we watch, where we watch our old work from each other and then critique, yes. I guess, or just give our opinion. Throughout. Yeah, it's going to be a running commentary.
Yes.
So you can watch this with or without commentary, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, we'll make sure they're all up where they can be watched without commentary.
So this is Exchanges.
Yes, the Exchanges series. This one is Exchanges 1, filmed, I'm pretty sure the first day I got my video camcorder.
Right.
So, this is circa 2006, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
And so, do you want to give the audience any more background information yet?
No, I think...
How about you, Russ? Do you want to give them any more background information?
Have fun!
All right.
Strap in.
I've seen the waterfall.
Oh, God. But I'm not horny. But I'm not horny. It's the same beat, Russ.
Yeah, well.
That's kind of
Is that just kind of stuck in your head?
Yeah.
This was sort of a...
what is this?
Apple effects.
I just remember, my subtitle for this was like iMovie Effects Expo. Because I was
God.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing.
No, you clearly did
This
not.
is Russ dancing to Sonic Youth. The song earlier was The Bad Plus.
Now, that is something that will come back.
Yes. This whole thing is self-referential.
This is horseshit!
Yeah, there you go. Self-referential as hell.
Is this an...
What?
Is that an outtake?
Perhaps you are
No,
talking
I just felt like it
your
needed to be
little
in there.
play
you know.
faces. It's okay, my darling.
And Russ, what were those?
Clay
they're
faces.
little sculpey faces. They were clay.
Yeah.
I was cooking them to put them on flowers.
Okay, so that's the end of Exchanges 1. That was it.
That's the whole thing, buddy.
What the fuck was that?
That was me expressing myself.
Don't pull my dick.
Okay.
What is Exchanges? What is that?
Stephanie asked me this. My wife asked me this.
My wife
Asked me this the other night when I insisted that she watch it again against her will.
Again.
Yeah. And she was like, "What were you guys even trying to do?" And I was like, "I think I was trying to make fun of stuff that's like overly artsy.
Right.
Like I wanted to make something that was an art film, but was making fun of art films."
Okay.
So the idea was to be overly obtuse and stupid. And you know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah, no, I get it.
Like, look how smart I am.
Where you going? All right.
Okay, we're pausing.
We're pausing.
Okay, we're back from the pee break.
Okay, Russ took a pee. Now, so you just wanted to be overly obtuse.
Yes.
Well, in that you succeeded.
Yes, I think so. Go me. Go
Now,
us.
what the audience doesn't know is that there is a chapter of Exchanges that was shot but isn't considered canonical.
Yes, non-canon.
Okay.
It was too lewd. It was too disgusting. And
I have seen it at this point, and it is a little lewd. I mean,
it's
compared to the rest of the series. All right. So then what we're about to watch is not Exchanges 2, but Exchanges 2.4.3.
Yes.
Why 2.4.3?
Well, it wasn't 3 and it wasn't 2, was it?
But then why 4? Dick.
Because, I don't know, software. You know. There's not a good answer for that, Mike. I'm sorry.
If I had seen these before I met you, we wouldn't be friends.
Yeah, I can imagine.
All right.
That hair is just...
Oh my God.
I'm poopy.
Oh.
I didn't know Russ shot this, and when I saw it, I was like,
this is going in.
I was like, this is brilliant.
Something... Oh my God. Something our audience should know is that you used to have a whole Crispin Glover look going on for you.
Yeah.
You had a whole George McFly.
I'm not sorry.
No, neither am I. I think it's
Yeah.
great. This shows up once. This isn't in the rest of the short. Correct?
No, there's a lot more though.
Okay.
I should have included more.
With the ribbon dancing?
Yeah,
Oh, it was very Olympic of us.
Yes.
Good shot. Good shot.
This was really filmed while all the roommates were out of the house, and I was so bored and so lonely. You can see what happens when I get bored and lonely. And Russ's insane cat.
She was horny all the time.
Yes.
On the back of a Murfreesboro water bill.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That robe. I still have that robe. I let you sit in the big chair. I think Josh Scheidel has that chair now, and it's a lot more screwed up looking. Now, when we got to this portion earlier, I told Mike that he was about to see some brilliant stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't.
Spoiler alert, this is the second time I've watched this,
Yes.
and it feels like the first time.
It was like the very first time.
So was this just behind the scenes of the Crayons video?
Well, I was filming a piece called "The Clowns of Valhalla."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot that was the name of it.
I'm not really sure why we were filming it or what I was planning on doing with it. We shot separate occasions where I had the makeup
Oh,
on. Yeah,
God.
we'll get back.
Yeah. So, this is when you came home from...
The photo op for Keckley.
Yeah, what is sexuality or what is gender or something like that?
Will and Keckley
Yes.
and Josh.
So this is all real.
So you weren't just in a dress for this?
Well, it was, but it happened to meet the theme of their photo shoot, too.
Okay.
The Flaming Newspaper.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Truly, my favorite thing in any of these is the Flaming Newspaper.
One of my favorite
Who
shots.
was that? Was that
It's
Russ?
also Russ.
Yeah, hair a little bit longer. I just remember shooting this, like me and Josh Scheidel shot some of this stuff, because I think I got tired of it, and he was like, I'll keep doing it. The elephant, love it. But the danger was real, people. Like,
Right here.
Look at this. We don't know who that person is.
And then they didn't. They just took off.
Yes.
I would have stopped and kicked your ass. I would have been so mad. Russ, you got some pretty. There it is, little clay faces.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought I was being very clever, I think. But
Oh, okay. You realize now that you weren't, though, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that's exchanges too.
I think
But here's the thing: going into this third one, you added a story
yes.
to the third one. Why?
Well, here's the thing. The first one was filmed on purpose, right?
Okay.
It was all filmed at the same time, all because I wanted something to edit, I guess.
Okay.
Something to play around with. The second one was all just random bits of footage, not filmed for any specific purpose.
What was the thing with you and Russ dancing with the skull?
That was...
Was that for something else, or was that?
That
No.
was Cam. I don't know. What was
no,
it?
that was
Why did we
us-
do that?
I mean, honestly, that was just us being high.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
that was just us.
Spoiler alert: Cameron used to smoke a lot of weed.
Russ still smokes a lot of weed. One of us has our life together.
But I mean, we did that several times. We would just be like, "Hey, let's put on." In that case, it was this band Can.
Right.
It's like, let's put on Can and we'll just dance. We'll just hit record and we'll dance.
Okay.
And we
This seemed-
did.
this
Dance
seemed-
we did.
This seemed reasonable at the time.
Dance
I mean,
we
we didn't
did.
have cable.
Right.
What else were we gonna do?
Yeah.
Sure.
So, but it's important to note that for the third one, that was after I quit smoking, and it's arguably the weirdest.
It's the weirdest, definitely.
It's the weirdest, and I don't want to say this. It has the best production value. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing I've ever shot.
No,
Not that I shot.
it's so just odd and just. I mean, well, we'll talk about it after it because I've got very specific things about it that I want to point out. But
Okay.
He's been brewing.
I've been brewing on this for a while. All right, so we're beginning the DVD again. So for those of you following along at home, we're about to start part 3, which is online. If you search Cameron Bruce Childs,
Well, we're
Cameron
gonna line this
Childs.
up all in a,
it's going to be one big thing?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
For
never mind,
ease-
we're going to have
ease of
this.
consumption.
All right, hold on, let me... Yeah, we know. You've seen the
Where
waterfall.
we've seen the
Jesus
waterfall,
Christ. We get it, Cam.
Okay. Do you get it?
Pretentious asshole. All right, exchanges 3. Here we go. Sweaty Cameron with very long hair.
Yes.
That's the most unsettling thing about any of these.
Yes.
Your fucking hair.
Did we mist you for that sweat?
Yes.
Awesome.
That isn't real sweat. I was telling you earlier, this is my tribute to Lost. I was watching a lot of Lost at the time.
Right.
And to me, it just seemed like a collage of people running through the jungle while being sweaty.
And breathing heavily.
And looking hot.
Yeah. They look much hotter than I do. With that, and they didn't have the help of that hair. So.
That hair is too much.
Frank Hassemuller shot this sequence. And this is in our Greenway, which I've shot so many things at the Greenway.
So is Frank.
Yeah. And now you've got more. With the whispering, you've got more Lost stuff.
Was there whispering on Lost?
Yeah, the others whispered,
whispers.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. There he is.
Is this a dream sequence?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, this is a dream sequence.
Which, the first time I watched it, I got to the fight between you and Russ that's about to
said,
happen,
"No more."
and I said, nope! Done. This was about a month ago, and that's why we're doing this.
Yes. Russ really worked hard on those cards too.
And the shirt.
So hard to put that red marker on there. Look at the detail. I was very pedantic on
Yes. But again, you have the
Your video game influence.
yeah. Well, there's that, and then the self-referentiality with the red nines
And the waterfall.
yes.
Was the red 9 also a reference to Resident Evil 4, the pistol?
It wasn't.
It wasn't?
But I know what you're talking about.
Cool.
Was Red Nines always a reference to Solitaire?
Yes.
Okay.
What's
Hey,
up,
guys.
buddies?
So yeah, dream sequence over.
Okay.
With the solitaire.
Back to reality.
Yeah. But this reality is much more frightening than any dream world.
Hey, you can't squat here.
We are also saying that it's like a time capsule because it's all these places we lived. Between like 09 and
What do you ask for?
A cigarette.
Yeah,
What did you say, though?
I say you got any skags.
And what was Russ supposed to say?
He was supposed to say you're asking for a skaggle McNaggle, but
And he refused to say it.
wouldn't say it. It's not like I really pushed it. I wasn't like you have to say skaggle McNaggle. Russ's thing was to do it while shooting and not tell you who's going to do it, which turned out some gems. It also turned out things that I was like, okay, sure. We've talked about things where we kind of question
This is
each other.
really disgusting.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the most beautiful things ever, though.
It's lit perfectly, and it's just daylight. I'm really proud of this as a title sequence.
And here's a little Monty Python and the Holy Grail reference. I wanted to switch the hand that was adding the cigarettes and put a pink boa on.
Yeah.
Where they kind of had the human hand and the gorilla hand all of a sudden.
I can't watch
Get that
this.
soup.
Yeah.
I can't watch this.
Look at the head on that. None of this was stunt work.
Now you really put these in your mouth, didn't you?
This is disgusting, Cameron.
My only regret is not having gotten a closer shot.
2 spoonfuls.
Yeah.
Cameron, that's
And he
just the
holds
worst.
them in his mouth.
Look at it. You can.
What is that about?
Are you wearing the pretty panties?
Yeah.
I don't even know. That's one I don't have a good answer for.
Here's a question. There you go. Nice break.
Yeah.
Was any of this scripted?
Most of it was scripted.
Yeah.
Pretty Panties was in the script.
Yeah.
And you don't know where that comes from.
I can't. No, I don't know.
And why does one want to wear the pretty panties?
And you were sober, like you were stone cold sober.
Yeah, none of this was written while high or anything. It was me trying to be as weird as possible.
This is why you get along with Todd Rhombus so well.
Yeah, probably. Right. This is in Philip Maloney's old apartment.
So the idea is that you're just a squatter.
I'm a squatter. I don't have a job. I'm at Russ's house.
And Russ is going to enlist help to get you gone.
Yes, Mike, you're like the first person to understand what this movie is even about.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding.
Are you kidding?
I've had
Really?
people-
I'm in it and I don't even know what it's about.
Yes, Ken one time goes, "Is this about a drug deal?" And I was like, "No, Ken, you're in it. Don't you know what it's about?"
I don't think it was that hard to follow. I just think it's outrageous.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you get it. It makes me
Actually,
happy.
I'll be honest. Having watched this one from start to finish, I really like it. It's just so outrageous.
And R.I.P. The Geo Metro. Is that what it was? A Metro?
It's a Prism.
Prism.
Chevy
Okay.
Prism.
What happened to that car?
I go into Cam's wedding.
Funeral.
Hold on a minute.
Freudian slip.
My car died on the way to his wedding.
What are you pointing to right there?
Fucking Virginia.
The idea was supposed to be, and that wasn't scripted. The idea was supposed to be that Russ put his ear to the ground
Oh, okay.
to find where he should go to find Ken, essentially.
Okay.
Ken's character you see later on.
Yeah, why are you running?
I'm
I
running.
know where I'm driving
Right.
to.
I'm running because I know where you're going.
And you're just trying to...
I'm going to Kyle's house because I think he can help me.
There you go.
See, I don't get that you know where Russ is going.
Mm-hmm.
I do get that you're both looking separately for help.
Right. Okay. And I like that you immediately pointed out that these were filmed in two separate.
Seasons, yes.
Two,
I
yeah.
immediately knew that they were different seasons.
Yeah, the stuff with me running.
Who is this?
It's Kirk Sumner.
Yeah. Man, I haven't seen him in a long time.
What does this represent?
The feather tells me what direction to fly, and the soothsayer is,
Yes.
motioning. This is where these things go. Do you
Yes.
not understand the science?
Now I do.
Okay.
And here comes our real runner. I think I was
I
legitimately
don't know,
tired.
Russ. You're yelling like you don't understand it.
That was in the script, though.
Okay.
There's real runner. There. Hi, guy. What's up?
Beefy guy.
Yeah. And I remember we broke the wheelchair filming this, and then the camera took a good fall.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh,
Philip
God.
Maloney.
So, now Philip's character,
Yes. Blanca Red Boots.
Blanca Red Boots, is he just anarchy? Like, does he just attack?
Yes. Oh my gosh, Mike. I'm not even kidding right now. You're blowing my mind because
And
Philip is literally supposed to represent the unpredictability of life.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
And sometimes life gives birth
Don't
on you.
ever think that I don't understand you, Cameron.
Erin, I remember when I asked her to do this. She
that
was
you
like,
will be birthed out of Philip's ass.
I was trying to think of somebody who would be okay with this, and she was like, and you thought of me that I'd be okay with being birthed, and I was like almost like, ribbing me a little bit, and I was like, well, yeah.
I wish that we had been friends at the time because I would have done that in a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
You
In
would
a
have been-
heartbeat.
You would have been
Birthed out of Philip, absolutely. I almost feel like we should remake this so
yes.
that I can be birthed out of Philip.
in an alternate reality. Yes.
Okay, we don't have to wait till the end to talk about this. I really think that this whole sequence is hilarious. Just
Okay.
that. How many different houses is this?
This is one house.
No,
Yes.
the entire all of this is one house.
Well, this scene.
But
through all these rooms,
it's just
this
one
labyrinth.
house. Oh, it feels like several.
Well,
Yeah.
that was the point. Is that I remember going into this house and being like, man, there's just so many doors in here.
Okay. Well,
I mean-
it's brilliant.
It's not that big of a house. It's just the matter of doors everywhere.
Yeah, it really feels like you just went to different houses and just filmed coming in and out of rooms.
Yes.
Josh Scheidel shot that.
I think that was Kyle. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kyle, the
There's
guy
a little baby Jasper.
I'm yelling for. But Russ, is there a brief story you can tell about this house and how you came to live in it? Or
There were these ladies throwing these ladies from Roanoke, Virginia. Their mom died, and they were hosting a yard sale, and I happened upon it. And they offered a bunch of free stuff. I couldn't take it without working for them. Worked this yard sale for a month, and at the end of it, they said, "You want a house sit for free for, half a year?"
Holy shit!
And so I had a free house, and
For 6 months.
Yeah, so me and Kyle lived here, and Cam ended up needing a place to live, so he lived upstairs, and we just all lived rent free.
Right where I walked out here is
pretty amazing.
Where I ended up shacking up.
Right here.
Yeah.
And you just let this fan pulverize your knuckles.
It's not that bad. You should try it.
I've done it. It's not fun.
No, at all. You'll get little bumps.
But yeah, I mean, this house was equal parts. Well, I mean, it was just terrifying to me. I didn't. Part of this.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird, surreal nightmare.
Yeah.
The never-ending doors.
Yeah.
Also, this horrifying basement.
But the basement was legitimately scary. Like, I didn't like being down there very much. Kyle.
Who is this?
This is Kyle Boshears.
Now, who is he?
He has lived with us and me and Russ. I mean, in several houses, and we went to the same high school, and he played in a band with us and stuff.
Okay.
Actually, I haven't seen him in a while.
What is?
He's supposed to be doing hopscotch on his hands. And this part wasn't shot by anybody. I'm pretty sure we just set the camera on shelves.
Tell me what I'm gonna do. I think you put me in the spot.
The point where we just stop and watch it.
Yeah. There's always that.
Happens in every commentary. Yeah. Now this I don't understand.
Okay, did you in the non-canonical?
He had one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I recall that.
Okay, so for the audience, in the non-canonical exchanges, Russ, for no reason, has a goatee, like a turquoise, like it's like he's
Just
gotten a magic marker and drawn on his face, which I never got the story behind.
He doesn't remember.
Dude. I was high.
I was high as fuck, man.
So was it just a callback to that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and
But it has
Let's talk about this
superpowers.
song, because when we watched this earlier, you both started singing this song.
yes, this is courtesy of Diaper and specifically Jeremy Morris, Pete.
And this is
JJ
Pete and JJ, yeah.
and Dustin McCormick.
Oh, really? Okay. But yeah, it was a super catchy little ditty they made for this.
okay. Oh, they made it specifically for this.
Oh yeah, this whole thing they soundtracked.
From scratch? Wow. Okay.
Yes, and they're all incredible musicians.
All right.
I don't remember why we went into the dumpster.
For that Fable thing.
Yeah, I guess.
That is Fable, right?
I think it is.
I don't know.
Now this is Ken Lovett's place,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Yeah, of course. Halloween poster.
Yeah, and Smashing Pumpkins.
Friend of the show, Ken Lovett,
Yep.
and then Goodfellas. And he plays a little bit of a Goodfellas gangster here.
Yeah, he does.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Ken is awesome.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
pretty good
he's
at this.
Pretty great dude.
I like his little derby hat at the end. I think it's, do you, I mean, again, a lot of this, there's no good reason behind, but did you bring that hammer in for a reason? Or you just
I don't even think I had that hammer when I
not
was
when you're
walking
coming in.
I also
Oh, yeah,
changed.
that's right.
There's also a change of
Yes.
clothes.
Yes, because there was
Continuity has never been
And-
our strong point.
No.
In the Exchanges franchise.
Yeah.
no, filming things within the same month has never been our strong point. It's
Yeah.
always, even when we were...
Or same season, even.
Right. I mean, obviously we shot Shooting Stars just a few months ago, but that was over the span of 6 months. And this was shot over the span of 9 months because we're bad at scheduling. I have a very specific memory. Every time I see that cup, I think about Jeremy being like, nothing in that cup.
Bag of Liberation. Throwback
Yep.
to that.
Yep. Waterfalls and Bags of Liberation. It's like it kind of collapses in on itself at a certain point. If I were to make a 4, it would wouldn't
Implode.
Yes, it would implode. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so at this point, Ken has been hired to come remove me, whatever that means.
Playing solitaire.
Solitaire, exactly.
Red nines.
Mike, you just get it.
What did you do to is that cake icing?
I think it's
Acrylic paint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's somewhere there's footage of it being applied.
Oh,
to
we
my
need to
face.
find that. There's the Russ I know.
And I think that's a lens cap in my pocket. I'm pretty sure.
Or a monster
Or some
condom for your
skull.
Magnum
Oh
dong.
my gosh. I don't want to think about that. Point. There he is.
What a badass.
Yeah. The musical cues are just brilliant.
They're really good.
And I love the gong for the goatee and all that stuff. Just wonderful.
But then here comes Anarchy, just
Yeah.
fucking wrecking shit up. Blanca Red Boots.
And if you care to notice, Philip's hair and beard are much longer than they were in the first scene. I think they choreographed most of this. that those camo PJs.
Whose apartment is this?
This is Philip's apartment.
Okay.
Back in the day. Those airwalk boots, just unstoppable. Dead Ken. This is like there's cards all over the floor. It looks like.
Saying it's all you need, you know? That's okay, man. I'm just gonna go for a while.
I think that's a good look for me, really.
The turquoise goatee?
I mean,
It's a little teal.
Air 5.
I hope you find your paper bag full of dreams. Those waterfalls you've been chasing. Maybe that's all horseshit.
Is that a throwback to This Is All Horse Shit?
Horseshit.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's all references.
Comedic genius.
Yes.
Improv.
Yes, improv.
And that's it.
That's the
Thus concludes the Exchanges
Cam is
saga.
kind of the Mel Gibson of this movie.
Wow.
music by Diaper.
I don't even know what to say.
Well, did you have any more questions, or was it pretty much
I know we kind of talked it out.
cleared up for you?
Well, I mean, yeah. The purpose behind the first two is much different, but
Yes,
between the purpose from the third one.
I think you're right. I think this was more like an excuse to make something that I never tried to make a short film, really.
Right.
So it was more like, okay, well, I can just make an extension of this thing we've already been doing, and you know.
Okay. And that just included referencing the others
Right. Heavily.
heavily. This is funny because I feel like if that had been a feature length, this would have been right at home with like the independent releases of the early 2000s.
Like,
Like Linklater's Waking Life.
okay.
You
know, there's this movie, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, called Henry Fool.
Yeah, same thing.
It
And
was
Faye
fu-
Grimm.
This was almost inspired by Henry Fool.
Okay, that makes
Because,
perfect sense.
There's that part where he's like, kiss her ass, man, and the guy like throws up for
Yeah.
no reason. I was like, I need that. I need to do that. Like, because I felt like Henry Fool took itself seriously.
There
Whereas,
was,
you know,
yeah, there was also Greg. Oh man, I can't think of his last name. But did several films. One called The Doom Generation, another called Nowhere.
Doom Doom Generation is weird, dude.
But this would be right at home in the late.
There's no one here that jerks off and eats their semen in this.
Have you not seen the deleted scenes from Extreme?
Part 2.
Part 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. If it had been a feature length, I feel like you would have gotten weirder, and you would have been. But that would make sense. I mean, it had been about that time, right? Yeah.
Well, this was 2010, maybe 2009.
Earlier than that, yeah.
2009. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Okay. Wow.
Blur, man.
It is a blur, man.
Well,
I may have been sober, but it's still a blur.
that's the first installment of.
Hey, watch this!
I don't like that.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, you gotta make it clip.
Hey, watch this. Early bullshit.
Yes.
Hey, watch our early bullshit. I don't know, something.
Yeah, we'll think of something.
Essentially. Good job, Cam. I'm glad I watched the third one finally. Because I kind of like it.
That really.
And I got it.
Makes
I
my
think
heart
that's
happy.
important.
Yes. You were literally the only person to have gotten it.
Well, that's why we work together, Cameron.
I guess.
Well, for Vigor's show, this has been Cameron, Mike, and Russ.
Yep.
And some variation thereof. We'll see you next time.
All right. See ya.
Goodbye.
Bye.